Hello, high carb fruities! I need to make this video. So this is especially like in the frame of the SBS startup November group, the Saved by Sugar startup group, because I think that some of you may need the information I'm going to give you now. This is very essential because it affects, what I'm going to talk about affects your well-being, your, like if you are going to be able to maintain your lifestyle or not. And it's not going to be about the diet, but primarily about exercise. Well, to be exact, it's going to be about overtraining. And before you switch off and kind of say, okay, overtraining, I'm far away from that. Like, I'm not doing training every day or whatever, or I'm not doing intense training. Please stay tuned, because I was the same. I was thinking anybody else can be overtraining, but not me. And basically, you don't need to do an excessive amount of training in order to be overtraining, because everyone's different, and depending on where you start, you can also overtrain by going for a run only 3 times a week. Like, it depends on how intense you do it and how often you do it and how long you do it every time you go for a run. But I don't want to get into this too deep now. This is going to be either a very long video, or like maybe I'm gonna divide it in different parts. But if it's different parts, make sure you really watch every part of it, because it's so essential. Like, really, I crashed myself, I burned myself out by not noticing I'm overtraining. I really literally burnt myself out, and I was miserable for a few months, and had to doubt my diet and couldn't tolerate this healthy diet as I was supposed to and as I used to. So it really affected me in a huge way, and I don't want this to happen to anyone, like, because it was so horrible. So yes. So why do I think others might run into these issues as well, like me? Yeah, very easy. So I know, or I just think, well, I actually know that a lot of you who, like a lot of us in this community, in the Saved by Sugar community, and in the whole health movement and vegan movement, don't want, like, this is not only for the Saved by Sugar group, but like, this is the opportunity that I take. So a lot of us come to this lifestyle, come to the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle because they want to get healthy. And especially this startup November is so like energetic, and it's so vibrant, and everyone's just like, wow, this community, I feel the support, I feel like the energy, I feel like they take the opportunity and the chance to actually change their life once and for all, like finally. And I know how emotional that is, and how, you know, so many things are playing a role in that. Like, the whole life can be changed. It's not only about diet, it's about the whole lifestyle, about realizing dreams, and I could go on and on. But the reason why I say it is you start a whole new life, a whole new health, and by that you can be so energetic that, like that was the case with me, that you do more than your body is actually able to do. Like able It is able to do it, but the question is for how long. It is able to do it, but the question is, can you sustain it? Can you maintain it over a long time? And I couldn't, as I had to find out. I just want to make you aware of that energy, which is great, and really it has to come out some way, but like, don't overdo it. Don't think you are God, and don't think you can do anything without borders. Like, of course, I know my mindset is also, I can do anything, nothing is impossible and all of that. That is not what I mean. I don't want to restrict that. But just be aware of what your body, on what level and fitness level your body is right now. And don't expect yourself to be able to run a marathon tomorrow if you're just starting to run. And I know a lot of people, like a lot of us, are starting running now, and that is incredible and awesome, and do it and whatever. Okay, that is so much better than doing nothing or being depressed or whatever. But the line, the borderline to doing too much is so fine. It can happen so fast that you overtrain, that you overdo it. And even without noticing it. I didn't notice it. And that was a really big mistake. And I ignored symptoms that I got, that showed me, that warned me, hey, hello, here's something going very wrong. But I ignored them. I just didn't take them serious enough. So that is why I want to make you aware of this topic, and please stay tuned if, like, this is so important. Like, I cannot emphasize it enough. So you're asking yourself how I felt like when I started the lifestyle. It was like this. I'll demonstrate it. Oh yes, I can do this. Oh, I'm so healthy. I feel so vibrant. I feel so energetic. I've never felt like that in my whole life. And like, I wanted to embrace the world, and I also did, and I started exercising, so like smashing down the carbs, started like, started to do so much more than before. But I did too much in the end. Okay, so, and I put a lot of my energy into exercise. I started to exercise every day, like, and intense, and like, but at the beginning I also felt like that. I felt like, yes, I want to go out, and sure, if you have that that feeling, like, then you should listen to it and just do it, of course. But I think with me it was a case that I kind of didn't feel when it kind of dropped, so I couldn't really distinguish anymore between, like, do I really have this this, how do you say, this excess energy, or am I pretending or just thinking that I have all this energy, this excess energy? And it kind of, for me, it just became a convention. Like, oh, do you say convention? Like, I just got used to it. Going out every day, just like a program. And that is also good to have a program, so to just kick into your ass and go out and do stuff. But I now know that you can go too far with that. You can go too hard with yourself. You can become too ignorant to your body's needs when you just push the on button, like and go out no matter what. So I just want to make you aware. I really don't want to say exercise is bad. Not at all. I love to move my body, but it can make you sick as well when it's too much and too hard. Okay, so stay tuned. I have very, very, very great information for you. So basically, the overtraining that I did over several months caused me adrenal fatigue. But adrenal fatigue is something that no one knows about. Like, okay, not no one, I admit, but it is something that has not arrived in the mainstream general medicine yet. It's not considered a normal disease yet, but it is a disease, and it's something like the high carb low fat vegan diet. You know, no doctor knows about it, and still everyone should know about it. And it's the same with adrenal fatigue. Basically, like generalized, you can say no one knows about it. And that is why it took me so long to actually notice where I'm at and what caused me all these symptoms when they were bad enough so that I started thinking about it. The thing is, I always knew about the existence of overtraining. I also I did my homework. I knew I shouldn't do too much, like blah blah blah. But I never thought I'd ever get into this. Like, I thought it's only for professional athletes and who work out every day. But in fact, anyone who challenges and trains his or herself more than the body can do long term, like consistently, if they challenge themselves more consistently more than their body can actually do in the long run, then even if it's only a tiny bit too much every time, then he or she will crash in the long run. And yeah, so I knew about all of that, but I just didn't notice it. I got adrenal fatigue due to my overtraining. And actually it was many months of overtraining. Like the core of the overtraining, of the worst overtraining, was in February, March. Yes, these were the 2 months where I went out every day, like literally. And but the months before I also did quite a lot of exercise. And I was already in that mindset of just going out there, like it's healthy no matter how, like do it, and you want to get fit, so kind of kicking my ass, and which is cool, but I did it too much, I think, or too without really listening into myself. So I got adrenal fatigue by this, and yeah, for half a year my intensity and duration and volume of my training was always so kind of on the edge. So it was okay, but already so I didn't feel I did too much, but it actually was already too much, and was too much stress for my body. And so by that I was slowly running into the overtraining. So it prepared me, it kind of pre-programmed me for being overtrained. So, and eventually any kind of stress overload, of too much stress, causes adrenal exhaustion.